My name is Anne Woodworth, and I'm from Washington, D.C., although right now I'm at our little cabin in the mountains of western North Carolina. I'm performing this poetry for the virtual 2020 edition of the Bridgewater International Poetry Festival, and I'm delighted to do so. I thought I'd read 3 short poems that speak to the idea of separation and solitude, things we've all been confronting this year as we have self-isolated in our homes. The first poem is called The Horse Dress. It was originally published in Melancholy Hyperbole, and it's going to be included in my forthcoming book called Trouble. This is about a person suffering from a mental break with reality. She was in an institution in Maryland in the 1930s and crocheted what's called the horse dress, which is in the American Visionary Art Museum in Baltimore, Maryland. Horse dress, 1939. She wore the horse she'd crocheted out of scraps of bright wool. No pattern, needlework so exquisite the horse's eyes fit perfectly at her nipples, as if she were looking for someone to cup her and comfort her during her paces around corridors, in circles, bound by fences, walls, lanes to stay in, tail trailing like an extension of her coccyx. Snout and nostrils covered her groin. She must have craved a carrot or an apple, maybe Eve's, that would free her, make her able to love, be loved, to misjudge, to err, to misspeak, to know things, to unite opposites running naked inside her. Nurses tried to stop her from wearing the horse. One of her voices said no, the very one that had bullied her into taking up the crochet hook. My next poem speaks for itself. It's based on a prisoner in solitary confinement. It too will be in my forthcoming book. Solitary. Solitary breathes mold that rubs off the walls. Solitary bleeds hours into years. Solitary echoes in an 8x6 for 23 hours a day. Solitary conspires. You look behind your back. Crickets that sing, they crawl on you at night. Decades and more months lie ahead with solitary, your daily companion. Solitary will not be injected with anything lethal. No gurney for solitary. Solitary gets no last supper. Fajitas, triple meat bacon cheeseburgers, pizzas, chicken fried steaks, okra, ice cream with peanuts. Irony makes you laugh. You like the feel of laughter in your gut. Solitary laughs at you. You slide down into a corner, giggle, cry, roar, tremble before solitary, almighty solitary, which is nothing, nobody, neither one nor the other, and never, and never, and never. And my last poem is called Hemispheres. It's included in one of my books called The Mushroom Papers. Hemispheres. The world's way to salvation is through the extra buttons envelope that comes with new blouses, so commerce does its job on earth, provisions for continuity and everlasting life, leaves nothing unhooked, exposed, open, bodiless, naked, and lying unswaddled on straw or mattress ticking. And yet, in a few months, when you lose a button, you don't go to your extra buttons box, not that you have one. Or if you do and you didn't make the envelope, didn't mark the envelope red and white shirt, you will never find the right button. You're cast alone into the mire of making do, that reclothing of the self, that inventive closing of the great divide. And that's it. And I want to thank the Bridgewater International Poetry Festival for recognizing that we don't have to be separated from one another. Thank you for listening.